alive. Yes, yes. Alive is good.
That would be good.
Yes, yes, very good.
That would be great.
Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Alrighty. What's that? What's that you saying there, DVL moms?
Yeah.
LGMK is 110%.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Words. Words. Yep, 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 yep. Uh-huh. If you know, you know. That's from that's from Sesame Street. God bless.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Words. Words. That was me and my friends when we were in like first grade, just looking at reading material that they're like, oh, this is so educational here. Meanwhile, me and my friends, words, words. Yep, 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 yep. Uh huh. That was the whole direction.
Those little weird looking Muppets that look
Yeah,
like space Martians and
yeah. And they
Fungi socks is what they look like.
yeah,
Really.
someone even made like a joke. It was kind of like a jab at Ubisoft. It says Ubisoft when servers when Rainbow Six servers are down, and it says it's just those two Martians going computer, computer, just like pressing random buttons, and then it turns on. Oh,
Nice.
it's like ah.
Very nice.
I mean that's about right. Not gonna lie. I'm just kidding, Ubisoft. Hey, Ubisoft, sponsorship. I hear you got Assassin's Creed Shadows and stuff, and not a big fan of the game, but hey, I'll be a big fan of the game for sponsorship. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday, and I hope you had a marvelous Monday. Yes, a good Monday. Hope you guys had a fantastic Monday, and I hope you guys are having an even better Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yes, Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yes. Hold on. Get my stuff set up here. But yeah. Glad everybody's here. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. Getting our stuff set up here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind us. But yeah, how's everybody doing, man? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I know I am. I know I am. Another beautiful day on the Lord's green earth. Yes, sir. But, yeah, that's what we doing today. One second. There we go. I'm just putting out the announcements. The announcements. You know what I mean? You'll know what I mean. Alright. Let's get this over here. Get rid of that. But yeah. How you doing, DVO moms?
All good.
Yes. But right now we're just getting ourselves set up. Matt, I had some good stuff yesterday. I had that tandoori chicken yesterday, man. Woo-wee. People are like, oh, tandoori chicken's so spicy. I'm like, no, not necessarily. You could get it without as much spice if you really want to. You know what I mean? And it is delicious either way. You know what I would always do? Like if there was like leftover tandoori chicken, right? What I would do, if it wasn't too much tandoori chicken, you put it on the naan bread and you wrap it up like a little burrito. I don't know. I don't know. I might get condemned for that. I might bring that up to my Indian friend, and he might actually like be like, "What is wrong with you?" But for me, it's like, yeah, man, that's delicious. That's delicious, man. I'm sorry. It's like a little tandoori burrito. It's amazing. I wouldn't. Don't make a tandoori burrito. You might actually. You might get thrown in jail. Don't do that. My friend looked at me. He's like, What's wrong with you? Why are you like this?" I'm like, dude, it's so good. Ever had butter chicken, ladies and gentlemen? That stuff is good. Ever had that, DV Moms?
Butter chicken?
Butter
I'm not
chicken.
Sure if I've had that yet.
It is so good. Coach and I hit up this one spot, like aches and pains and stuff like that. Very good for reducing inflammation. All right. So we had, and sometimes they even put it in their desserts. Little did we actually know. We didn't know about that, but they put it in their desserts. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they do that. You know what I mean? That stuff is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, they put turmeric in their desserts, which was surprising to us. We were not ready for that, but it was good. It was delicious. I didn't mind at all. You know, I mean, I'm not much for like desserts anymore. I like sometimes I'll have like a little bit of ice cream every now and then, but you know what I mean. Gotta be, gotta be relaxed with that stuff. But yeah, what we would do, man, we would always go in there. We didn't eat breakfast. We just like go. Every time I go to a buffet, I don't eat breakfast much anyway. So anytime I go in a buffet, it's like, you know what? I might as well do the European thing, which is basically just have a very large lunch, and then if I'm hungry at all at night, just a very, very light dinner. Very light. Like I'm talking maybe a salad. Like that's about it. Like, nothing crazy. But, if it's lunchtime, man, that's lunchtime. I know they do that in Spain. They have like these massive lunches, and then they have what's it called? Siesta. Yeah, siesta. And then, they where they sleep for like a couple hours. They work a little later, but they sleep for a couple hours, and then they just get back to it. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to have a big lunch, and then it's like, you got to go work. You're going to be like, all right, time to go to... You know what I mean? You don't want that. That wouldn't be good. No. Because, I mean, that's what I'm going to be...
That would not be a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's you don't want that. That is not what you want.
No.
You don't want that.
That would be wrong. Oh, well.
That is the precise opposite of what you want. Because, I mean, I've seen like I've had friends that like they'll eat a lot, and then there'll be like something really important, some really important meeting or something along those lines, and you'll just see them dozing off, and it's like, what are you doing? Get over here, wake up, what's wrong with you? It's like, dude, I had this big turkey. I'm like, why did you eat turkey? What's wrong with you? I love turkey, but jeez, settle down. Before you work, oh yeah, no, you're out cold. Like, you gotta understand, ladies and gentlemen, like things like Super Bowl and things of that nature. Super Bowl, Thanksgiving, etc. Those are excuses for me to eat a lot, and then fall asleep on the couch. And the thing is, like, you ever get that sleep where like you're drooling a little bit? That's how you know you're getting that good sleep.
Oh, great.
That's how you know you're getting that good sleep. That's me on Super Bowl. Just, down. That's it. And DVL moms will find me. I'm like, you're drooling all over the couch. My bad. That's that good stuff. That's that good sleep right there.
Yeah.
You out cold. Uh-huh.
Lovely.
That's that good sleep.
So,
DVL moms is hating on me, but she knows. She knows that's that good sleep. You hit that excellent. She's like, hey, what you doing over here? I'm like, That's that good sleep right there.
It's 160 now.
Yes. LGMK?
Yeah.
Yeah, LGMK now up 116. I'm just finishing up setting up here, ladies and gentlemen.
17.
Yeah.
Just keep going up.
Alrighty. LGMK is moving
It's
upward.
legs moving.
It's 120 now.
Oh, oh yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. Good, got that.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah. I like that little siesta idea, man. That's kinda cool. I mean, plus it is kind of healthy in the long term when you think about it, because like you're eating a large lunch, so your stomach gets more time to digest, right? And then you have a very light dinner, like a very light dinner if you are feeling the hanger. You know what I mean? If you're feeling a little hangry. But other than that, man, I mean, 1 second, let me get rid of this. Yeah. Some of my friends, they'll be like, "Look, bro, I could do that siesta thing all day." I'll be like, "Yeah, nah, I don't blame you. That siesta thing sounds kind of cool. I like that." All right, almost done. Let me get my. You know what I played last night? I played God of War. That was a great game. Played as Kratos. Yes. My buddy actually, I believe, modeled his beard after Kratos from God of War. Yeah, that'd be my buddy. That's my bud. I'm like, what's with the like freshly cut beard? He's like, bro, Kratos. I'm like, okay, I won't question. I cease to question. That's it. You sees. Sometimes she likes titties on a jet ski. Oh. Oh. Sometimes she likes to get shot out the cannon and she goes wee. And sometimes she likes to go out at night and look at the starries. We call her DBL Moms.
Hey!
She likes stars. Yes. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Oh, come on. That was good.
Yes.
I'm making new ones, man. I'm making new ones. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Say hello to the people, DBL Moms.
Hello to the people, Lydia, Mom.
Yes. All right. So, as of now, we're going to get started here. Let's get started with LGMK. So, actually, before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, the link to the 4J trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for $1.99 is in the description down below, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. We got all sorts of good stuff there. We got custom-made scanners. We got our alerts. We got all that good stuff, man. We got all sorts of little content there. A wonderful community as well. So be sure to check that out, man. We pick a lot of beggars a lot of times.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
And we called quite a few baggers today. We called WLDS up 120%. LGMK, which hit a high of 133%.
Yep.
I got to refresh that. Give me a pen. Pen.
Hey, don't you get these pens over there?
Yes, I know.
Get one.
I know, Pen Thief. I know, Pen Thief.
136.
Yes, Pen Thief. Yes, she steals pens, by the way. So
Yeah.
that's why I went to her before I went to the actual pen rack. That's how much pens she steals. Anyway. Anyways, so we got runners. We got TVGN 34%, BON 50%, AGMH 75%, DGLY 22%, ONCO 16%, BYON 14%, ABEO 20%, DMH 21% ZVSA, 27%, and DMN 44%.
Yes. And it's still going here.
And LGMK is currently 148, 151 now.
Oh my.
So let's zoom in the
Maybe we
room.
should zoom on that.
Yeah, it's a little bit over on the other side, but that's
I
okay.
think
That's okay.
so.
152, ladies and gentlemen. 152. Yeah. Yes. All right. We got for this float. The float is a little bit heavy, but that's okay. That's fine. The float is 59.84 million. It's a heavy float, but the volume is 775 million. So the volume's a lot higher than the float, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit overbought on the RSI, but that's okay.
Yep.
That's okay. I'm not mad, but you know it is what it is. You know, just got to keep an eye on it. That's all.
Keep an eyeball.
Yes, I'm gonna get some support and resistance lines over here. Bop, right here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. You got resistance over there at the 0.0327 mark. You got some more at the 0.0296 mark. Some over here at the 0.0275 mark. All right, 0.0249, 0.022, and then you got some over here at the 0.0201 mark, and then the 1 cent and change mark over here. Got another support line there. Got another one all the way down here. And you got another one all the way over Mya. Another one over Mya. And another one slightly over Mya. Alright, and then you go down here to the absolute low at 0.0084. Which is the absolute low, all right, and the absolute support line as well. So let's zoom in the room. All right, so currently we have quite a bit going on over here. So you get the graffiti pencil bop right here. All right, so we got the little trend upward over here on LGMK. Then after that, it made a bit of a descending wedge over here. Boom, right there. Then it curled up a little bit into a little teeny tiny ABCD pattern. It was like a little awkward one, but it was there. You know, bop right there, and then another one over here, and now it's got a bit of a descending wedge or Mya after it hit that. So it hit a nice high of 158%. Let me get that over Mya. Okay, 158. 158%. So we got WLDS, which hit 120, and LGMK, which hit 158. Can we see a higher high? Maybe. I don't see why not. It's going. Right now it's a bit oversold, so it's trying to even itself out. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, the float is a little bit heavy on the stonk, 59.84 million, but the volume is 811.08 million. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on. It's falling a bit more, though. It's falling, so not liking that too much. But we'll see. They have some news, some very light news that came out yesterday, that they unveiled a new board committee leadership structure to align with their strategic goals. So that's what they got going on. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. But right now, it's forming a bit of a double bottom over here. Could it potentially curl back up? Maybe. You see this little double bottom over here? I like the double bottoms, but I like the bottom tails better. So we'll see. But right now, it has a bit of a double bottom over here. It can curl up potentially. It looks like it is trying to curl more. It has to hold that point, the 2 cent, 0.0296 over there, and break through the 0.0327 mark for it to continue to be schmexy to mirror. But right now it looks like it's trying to curl. And you know how I'm saying, you know what I think about the curlage, you know what I mean, the curliage. It is above the VWAP. It is above the VWAP, not overbought or oversold anymore, but it was overbought earlier in the day. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Right now, it's got to break through the channel over here. It's got to do some channel time. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait until it has more channelage a little bit. You know, if it has more consolidation, then we'll do channel time. But until then, not too really interested in doing some channel time over that stunk right there. Let's check out TIVC. TIVC came in, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Be sure to share it up. Let's get a share party going. Let's
Share,
get a
everybody.
share party going. Let's go. Let's
Get
go.
that share party
And
going
remember,
on.
check out that 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scares for $1.99. Like join us in the description down below as well as the pinned comments. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
All right, TIVC. That one popped up. Yep, not much in the volume department. I could tell just by looking at this chart. Let's check out the volume. Let's see. All right. Float is 613.93 thousand, a little low. Volume is 106.43 thousand. So, not liking that one too much. Not liking it too much. Let's check out LFMD. Yes, LFMD. That one was actually interesting. All right, let's see here. LFMD currently up 20%. They did have some news going on. So they have their annual report to the security holders. Then they got some insider news in the form of a Form 8K, and they got some news that they're announcing plans to expand affordable access to Wegovy for cash pay patients. LifeMD, that's the name of the company. So that's what they got going on there. The float is a little bit high though at 37.46 million. Volume is 2.85 million. So not a lot of volume. Not liking that too much. Let me zoom in the room over here. Let me actually get the graffiti pencil over here. Had a bit of an uptrend over here, all the way up to this high. You got more over here at 764. You got more over here at 797. And then of course break through the 829 mark. But right now, first things first, it's got a bit of a channel going on here. It's channel time, DBO moms.
Hey,
Channel time, it's channel time. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's see. All right, so we got some channelage here. A little bit much mint, you know what I mean? It seems to be. All right. Very interesting, OMH. Okay. OMH, let's see here. First things first, the float is 1.32 million, so it's a reasonable float, but the volume is 181,000 change. So not liking that volume too much. It's very, very low. But they have some news that they reported 118% revenue growth for the fiscal year of 2024. So that's pretty good news, but it does need volume. It's up 36%, 38%, excuse me. And it does have a reasonable price, but again, the thing is, it's overbought. It's choppy. It's very, very, very volatile. And there's not a lot of volume here for this stunk. So, me personally, not liking it too much. But I'm glad they got some news. Hopefully it goes up. Hopefully. But right now, it's not liking it too much right now. Alright? We'll see. We'll see. Maybe that'll change in the future. But right now, the volume looks like it's trying to creep up a little bit. It's moved up to 581,000. So it looks like it's trying to creep up in terms of volume. But we'll see. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. As of now, it is not loving it. Not loving it too much. Not loving it. But, hey, you never know. You never know, man. You never know. Right? But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to share it up. Get a share party going. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see here what we got going on. All right. Yeah. No, 1 second. Yeah, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Let me see here. Oh, my home. Oh, my home. Oh, my God.
Oh, my home.
Oh, my home.
Oh, my home.
OMH.
OMH.
It's like OMG. You know that song that goes, oh, my gosh. Yeah, that song is good. What was that song? Oh, yeah, I know which one it was. Yes, it was. It was Usher. What happened to Usher?
I'm sure he's around.
He's probably around, but he's got that thing. He got that toot. That thing. Yeah, Usher. I don't know what happened to Usher, man. I don't know.
He's working on stuff. Sure.
Is he?
I bet he's working on stuff. They usually work on some stuff.
Yeah. What? Like I don't know what happened to Usher. I don't know what happened to Akon. I mean, I guess they made their money, and then it's like, they're just doing their thing now. They're just living low-key at this point. It's like, okay, whatever. I made my money. It was fine, that's understandable. I get it.
I get it because I'm gonna make a lot of money. Yeah, I make a lot of money. Yeah, and stick around for the indelible pride. You know what I mean? Stick around for the indelible pride. Make a lot of money. Yes. Mm. There's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of you know. There's a lot of crazy stuff I've heard people do when they have like a lot of money, like stupid amounts of money. You know what I mean? Like golden steaks, really?
Steaks.
Yeah, golden steaks. They eat edible gold. I don't know how that goes through the digestive tract. I have no idea.
It's edible, but the thing is, I still find it strange.
I don't get it. Like, okay, what are you gonna do? Like, drop a golden dookie?
No.
What are you gonna do?
No.
No, think about it. It's like what?
Tacky.
I'm just saying. It's like, okay, what do you? What's the point in that? I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand. I'll say to myself, what is the point of that? I saw videos of stuff like that. I saw videos where they have like the world's most expensive ice cream. That was like from a Mr. Beast video. I saw that and I'm saying to myself, what the? So they got these little chunks of ice cream, right? These little balls of ice cream that are like, what, $20 a pop? I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, look, I can get Carvel ice cream for half the price and for like way more than half the price, and
Oh my.
now I'll still be good, man. I will still be good. Whereas them, that's that mess right there. I don't know about all that. Let me check out LGMK, see how they're doing. Let's see how LGMK is doing. Again, it hit a high of 158%. WLDS hit a high of 120. So let's see. LGMK. Let's zoom in the room.
Zooming in the room.
Zooming in the room.
Still pulling back a little now.
Yeah, it's still got some
So
pullback
let's see
to
what
it.
happens.
Still got some pullback.
Let's see what happens. It goes again.
Yeesh. But yeah, LGMK did move nicely. I know as soon as I turn my head around, some of these stocks just tend to shoot up
They're
a
all
little bit.
sneaky.
So I don't know. Yep, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. But
There's
What
some sneaky stunts.
they're very sneaky.
Yes.
They're very sneaky. Yeesh. So we got that going on. Yeah. Oh, you want to steal my juicy fruit now?
Can I have them?
Fine.
Yeah, one more.
You can have one.
One.
You asked for one.
Yes.
Like she says to me, this is the thing, right? I'll be eating a bag of chips. She'll say, "Can I have one?" And then I'm like, "Oh, sure." Then she'll dig her whole hand into my bag. I'm like, "Get out of there! You asked for one." All right.
Come on now.
The deal was one.
It's understood.
One.
Just a couple of chips.
Nah.
You can grab
Nah.
You can grab at one time.
One.
But there's no reason.
Look, when you say, "Can I have one?" One is one.
Really?
If you said, "Can I have a couple?" Okay, a couple's a couple, and by a couple, I don't mean a big old fistful. No. That's like 5 pieces tops.
He's
Alright,
very stingy with his chips, folks.
Oh. No. I'm just saying. That's because this one over here, I'll be eating. We'll be going to Five Guys, right? She says, "Oh, I don't want fries." What is it like? What is it? You do that? My ex-girlfriends did that. Like what happened? Why do you take my fries? It's like, "Oh, I don't want any fries. You have it." Okay, sure. I go have it. Next thing I know, my fries are being stolen. My fries are being thieved. I'm like, what did I do?
It's because they're there under your nose.
But I offered fries and you're eating mine. Hey, this was not shareable.
Oh my goodness.
If you wanted fries, just ask me. I'll pay for the chat.
He's being stingy.
I'm not being stingy. It's called. I will order you fries. It's fine. I don't mind paying the extra cash.
He's being stingy. The double mom put him in chat.
What? How is that bougie.
One fry, one potato chip, really?
Hey, it's cold. I'm like, hey, you want
Really?
fries? And you say no. I do not want to see any
Let's
fries
go.
on that plate.
It'll be like have a written contract that covers
Yeah.
potato chips.
Yeah, get my lawyer involved. Get my lawyer involved, especially after the low main incident of November 23rd, 2022.
You mean a low man that was
2023
like
exactly,
close
actually.
to a week and it wasn't
That was not
really
for a
spicy?
week.
Yeah,
That was one day.
No, it was not
One.
No,
Yes, it was.
not one day.
See, let the record show, Your Honor.
There's no record. You just left
Your
it
Honor,
there.
I did not leave it there. I left it there for one day, and you were like, oh, no, 3 days. No, that's not how that works.
Right.
Yeah, no.
I don't believe you.
All of a sudden, she's just eating my stuff. I'm like, hey, if you wanted, I could have gotten it for you. You didn't have to eat my food. Jeez.
It's been
I never
there for
understood.
several days.
I never understood that though. I don't want fries. Proceeds to then eat mine. It's
I
like,
mean,
oh,
you can forget things in the fridge, and Lord knows what it would grow.
I don't
unless you
forget things in the fridge.
Yes, there's been things there.
What things? Exactly.
Things growing
Exa-
things.
What growing things? The only thing I'm growing in the kitchen is basil.
That's chia pets.
By the way, speaking of which, I had to water the basil plant. You gotta water the basil plant. Don't forget to water that. I had to water that yesterday because it looked like it was not, it was a little droopy. I'm like,
Who waters it? You water it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
6 has to break through 0.0296 and then 0.0327 for it to be somewhat schmaxy to mirror. Right now, currently, it is consolidation. Could potentially be like a little cup, maybe a little cup over here, possibly. We'll see. I need some confirmation on it, but maybe it could be like a little cup and handle. Maybe, potentially, could be. We'll see. Maybe. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it's doing its thing right now. Let's see. But yeah, so currently, that's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on. All right, fry thief. Yes.
Right.
Eating my fries. It's like, oh, I don't want fries. Then just goes and eats mine. What? Hey, order your own. Hey, I don't mind paying extra, so you can get like extra fries. Cause then you eat all mine.
All yours?
Yes,
Really?
all
I
mine.
don't think all yours.
All my, when I
Now
order the
exactly.
fries for me,
I don't
all
eat
those fries belong to moi. Okay? It's
No,
like the Lion
you
King.
are
Everything the sun touches is mine. Everything that fryer touches is mine. Okay? Unless you order your fries, in which case,
Stingy.
What you mean stingy? Eating my fries. And it's not just one fry. Oh no. She has to eat all the fries. She has to
Now you're
She has to
exaggerating.
dip
I
her
don't eat
grubby
all
little
your fries.
hands.
I mean, really.
She has to dip all of her little grubby hands into the fries and just snatch them up.
Grubby hands.
He has her grubby little hands, her little claws, her talons into the fries, with the most evil grin on her face.
He's not well, folks.
What? Gentlemen, all right. Everybody, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Have you ever had that
Let's put
situation?
stingy in the chat if you think it is.
Everybody, put it in the chat if you've ordered fries after somebody said, "Oh, I don't want fries," and then they just start stealing yours. I know there are people out there that have had that struggle. The struggle is real.
Just you.
No, I have friends of mine, like my friend's wife, for example, snatches this man's fries up. He's like, "Hey, honey, you want fries?" She says, No, I'm okay," right? Then he goes and gets his fries. He's like, all happy, he comes to the table. He's all ready to go. He's grabbing his fries, and, she just snatches one. You're like, okay, whatever. He goes for another, and she just snatches more of them, and more, and more. And he's like, hey! This is for me.
Yeah.
And you said you didn't want fries. Get your hands off my fries.
Oh dear.
Oh, I know it. I know it exists, ladies and gentlemen. I know. All right, but right now LGMK looks like it's moving downward a little bit. Not liking that. Man. Let's see. Let's see what else we got, man. What else do we have?
What else do we have here?
Let's check out WLDS because we haven't checked that one out, and that one ran up 120%. 120%. So yeah,
Yeah.
this stock actually has a history of being oversold. So when it's oversold, it tends to move upward to basically try to be in line with the RSI. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Right now, it's below the VWAP over here. It is currently 68%. What had a high of 120%. Doesn't have any news, right? So you got that going on. The float is 839.75 thousand. Volume is 21.91 million. So the volume is higher than the float. That's a good sign. I like that. But the float is a little bit low, meaning it's going to be a bit more volatile. So, you know, you got that going on right there. That's what you got going on.
Yeah.
Right? Currently, let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Wrong one. Boop, right there. All right. So let's get this over. Meow. So you got 294 being the absolute resistance. 263. You got 248. 229, 220, all right, 210, got support over here, 197, 188, 166, 137, and 120, all the way down there. So you got that going on. Let's zoom in the room. And right off the bat, I could see there's a bit of a channel time. Channel time. It's channel time. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so you got the channel bop right there. Boom. All right, so the channel is between 197 and 210. Right now, it looks like the stunk is trying to curl up to 210. Possibly, maybe. We shall see. Looks like the pattern is, let's take this over, little bit of a pennant over here, and it looks like it's trying to curl up off the pennant. It did have a couple of indecisive wicks, but that's all right. It is what it is there. But let's see. It's forming a bit of a top tail on this last candle over here. We don't like the top tails, BBL moms. We like the bottom tails.
We do like the bottom
We like
tails.
the bottom tails. So
do.
has to break through that 210 mark over there. Then has to break through the VWAP at 220, right? To be somewhat schmexy to me. Has to prove its love to me. And then after that, has to break through the 229 mark, the 248 mark, and then the 263 mark over meow for it to be schmexy to me. And then after that, it has to break through 294, which it had a massive price spike on at 317. So it had that massive price spike.
Yes.
Right? So you got that going on right there. But right now, as far as the stonks that we got we got WLDS, which ran up 120%, and LGMK that ran up 158%. And then yesterday, actually, we called a couple of fun little ones right there. Let's see here. Let's see. What did we get yesterday? All right, yesterday we called GLMD 108%. And then AGMH 201%. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we got some stonks that are moving and grooving, ladies and gentlemen, moving and grooving. So yeesh.
Yes.
So yeah, yeesh, right there. All right, LAZR. Let's see what they're doing. That float looks a bit high though, but let's check it out. LAZR. LAZR. The float looks a bit high and the volume looks a bit low. Let's see what we got going on here. LAZR, 37 million float. Volume is 44,000. No news. Not looking too schmexy. A little bit overbought in the RSI. Just curled a bit downward, but not liking it too much. Not a lot of volume. Heavy float. Not liking that one. Let's check out SUNE. SUNE. Let's see what they got. All right, SUNE looks like it had a major price spike up to the $2.95 mark over there. Hello? Oh. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Ish. All right. Let's see here. SUNE currently has a massive top tail over here and is down here. Let's check. Let's check and see what SUNE's got going on. The float is 3.36 million, which is reasonable, but the volume is 108,000. Not a lot of volume on the stock. Not very schmexy. Not schmexy. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go back to WLDS. Let's see what they're doing. WLDS. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Where is that company from?
Where's the what?
That company. WLDS.
Well, that would
Let's
be
see.
Israel, I believe.
Yes, it should be. I think it's an Israeli company.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Yes, yes, it is. Elit Israel. Yep. That is the place.
Yes.
They develop non-invasive neural input interfaces for controlling devices and using subtle finger movements. So they got some
Wearable
use of
devices.
little wearable devices and stuff like that. There was actually a video, speaking of which, that I found. And get out of that. Get out of that. But there was a video I found actually where there was a guy who put on like this weird helmet, right, that he built, and he basically used it to control his car through with his mind.
With mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It literally scanned the brain waves in his head to utilize that to drive the car. That's weird. But at the same time kind of cool, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. I don't think I feel comfortable doing that.
I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing that, but
No.
I mean, the fact that you can do it is cool. I mean, at this point, science has become a matter of what we can do instead of what we should do at this point. There are some studies out there that are just like, how did you get that? Why did you get that? Why do we know that? And please don't ever look that up again. I mean, I've seen a lot of weird studies out there, man. It's like, okay, well, chill out. Settle down. Settle down. All right. I've seen some crazy stuff
It
there,
is
man.
crazy.
There's some wild things that they have studied, man. I remember there were like a couple times where I actually learned chemistry, strangely enough, and I got pretty good at it. I was pretty good at chemistry. Yeah.
You were.
Yes, I was. I knew about cells, all that good stuff, and then learned about different types of compounds and things of that nature, man. It was great. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I even helped my friend's kid out with homework one time. It was great. Kid was like, hey, I know you know chemistry, so can you help me with this? I'm like, all right, let me see what you got.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Helped out with the periodic table and stuff like that too, man. That was cool. It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. But my friend's like, dude, I have no idea what this is. Can you help my kid? I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Chemistry is basically like fancy mathematics with compounds and stuff like that. So that's really all it is. It's just fancy schmancy math.
Good.
Yeesh. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. Am I able to extend that? No. Okay.
No.
All right. Still, WLDS is in the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It is in the channel.
That's good.
In that channel. No. I wanted to break the channel.
Well, you want to break it, sure.
Yeah, I want to break the channel. I want to break the channel time. I want to break channel time. Yes. Channel time.
Channel time.
Yes. All right. But yeah, let me see what we got going on. Hold on. Do. All right. But yeah, currently right now WLDS has to break through that channel for it to be schmexy. Has to break above the VWAP for it to continue to be schmexy to me. Right now it's meh.
Yeah.
So yeah. Meh. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
Yep,
By the way, DBL Mom's just stole another bit of my juicy fruit. She stole it.
I took one piece.
She
I asked
stole-
you first.
She stole it. You give me that back. Give me that back. Bad.
He means the one remaining one, folks.
Yeah, the one remaining one that she's eyeing up maliciously. All right? She's eyeing it up. She's looking at it. She's like, she's licking her chop. She's like, nyam. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa. You keep your evil little eyes away from my juicy fruit.
Oh, please.
My baby. Yeah. That's like good stuff, man. The juicy fruit is always good. I'm glad they made the flavor last more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Now it lasts a
Always good.
whopping
That's
10
always
seconds,
good.
man.
That's always good.
It's always good. Now it lasts a whopping 10 seconds, man. That's a major upgrade. I'm happy about that. It's the best 10 seconds of your life, but after that, you're just like, okay.
Yes.
The sadness.
I know.
I've been seeing some stuff on TikTok. I don't know if it's true or not, but gum was actually originally made for dental care. Strangely enough,
Right.
gum was made for dental care.
Yeah.
So apparently that's the thing. Yay. So,
What's going on here?
yeet. All right. But yeah, as of now, currently, let's go back to LGMK. See what LGMK is doing, man.
See it's what it's up to.
Yeah, LGMK.
Okay.
Oh.
This.
LGMK.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Currently, LGMK looks like it's trying to curl.
Curling.
It's curling. Curling.
And get that gupping handle.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
No, I mean, kind of, but no. It's still in that channel. It is still in that channel over here. Alright, so let me... I wonder if there's like a way for me to... you know what? I'll remove it and then make another channel time.
Okay.
Channel time.
Channel
Yes. There we go. So, we got channels going on over here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, we got channel time over here. Currently, the channel is still between the 0.0274 mark and the 0.0295 mark over here. So, it's got to do that, break through that for it to potentially be schmexy to mirror. And, of course, the float is 59.84 million, but the volume is 1.02 billion with a B. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. That is very interesting. All right?
Yeah.
Yeesh. So, that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We got a 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for $1.99 while supplies last, ladies and gentlemen. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, take advantage of this little offer here before it goes away. Because it will be going away soon. Will be.
Yeah.
So, yes, be sure to keep an eye on that, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to keep an eye on that. But, anyways, so, you can find us on YouTube at Coaching Money, where we do a lot of videos, live streams, videos on stock reviews. We do financial news. Sometimes we do financial news live streams and stuff like that as well. And you will even find shorts as well as little pearls of wisdom from our very own Mama Money. So be sure to check those things out, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to check all that stuff out. You can find us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money, where we do live streams as well. We do a lot of stock market analysis, things of that nature. We go into all that good stuff and all that jazz as well there. And you even find some news, financial news and updates there as well. So, yeah, you'll find that good stuff there on X.com. You could also find us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money, where we do a lot of live streaming. We do live streaming there. And then, of course, you will find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. You can find us there at Coach Nick Money. Where we do a lot of little financial news there as well, and stock and market analysis. So you can find us there too. And then you can find us on TikTok, Tiki Taki, aka the Tac Tac. The Tac Tac. You can find us there at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money.
Yes.
You can find us there where we do some shorts. We do all sorts of cool little shorts on stock market news, stocks, etc. You can find us there, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, be sure to check out the private Discord 4-day trial for $199.
Yes,
Link to
sir.
join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. But yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's pretty much it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Make a lot of money. Be greenable.
Yes, sir.
And of course, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your do your thing. Work hard. Make your money. Spend time with your family. If you got kids, give them hugs. If you got a husband or wife, give them love. All that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
If you got mother and father, give them a call. Right? You got a dog, a cat, a puppy, a hamster, a sister, whatever. Just if you got any of those things, give that love too. So yeah, spread the love, ladies and gentlemen. Spread the love. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, it's Double Nicks. I love you guys, and I'm here with the Serengeti specialist, the bushy tail Serengeti specialist, who hangs around the tall weeds and the high trees and the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes cups of coffee, maybe some espressi, you know what I mean? Should we call her DBL Moms? Hey! Yeesh. Boop. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, and we're